Welcome to the Dumbfounded Podcast. 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 Welcome to the Dumbfounded Dipshits Podcast. I am Mike. That is Ryan. Welcome.
What's up,
That's
dipshits?
multiple welcomes. Your mic is low because I removed you. Your mic is low. Hold on. No, I gotta fix it. Your mic was low because before we started, we were bullshitting, and you were like loud in my I couldn't hear anything like besides you. It was very loud, but I realized my volume on my computer was all the way up, so it wasn't you, it was me.
It's funny, I hear that all the time without audio equipment. So, but you're very welcoming. I just want to say, with all those welcomes, you're just welcoming everybody, all the viewers that we have here. I don't know how many.
5.
Ooh, I like that number. 5 is nice.
Now it's down to 4. Once you said ooh, it went down to 4.
What's up? So what's going on? TikTok banned. Are you even on TikTok?
No, fuck out of here. What do I look like?
To give a shit? I mean, the argument now is that it's gonna fuck with people's, like small businesses. It's gonna fuck with the most.
Is it though? It's not a real ban though. They're trying to force American companies to buy it, so it's not a real ban.
No, but nobody's biting. I think that's the whole.
Give Elon Musk
nobody's buying. Yeah, he'll buy it. He'll buy it to tank. All right. He's not gonna buy it to tank it, but
okay.
If he were to do the same thing with TikTok as he did with Twitter,
I don't think he's gonna buy it. To be honest. I don't know why I said 3. 7 people here. Hello, how are you doing, everybody? So I don't think Elon Musk is gonna buy TikTok because
I don't think anybody's gonna buy it. I don't think anybody's.
I don't think he wants to deal with the headache of being accused of monopolizing, because that's what Meta did. Everyone accused them of monopolizing when they had WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook.
But nobody did jack shit about that.
No, everyone talks a nice game. Oh, that's illegal. Senators are like, oh, we gotta do something about this. But they won't.
That's not all under the Meta umbrella. There's more than that, right? That's why the monopoly talk comes in, because there's more.
We'll look it up in 1 second. I just want to clean this. But the reason why our politicians aren't doing anything about it is because they realize if they bring things to light and say, hey, this is wrong, then someone might look at them and go, wait a second, here's what you're doing. And then, now they're looking at me too. So all politicians are afraid to do anything of any merit because they know then they'll be exposed because they're all scumbags anyway.
But since I guess the main argument is that it's a conduit for Chinese spying, right? Like that's why they want to ban it. Is that why? Just remember, we don't know anything. That's why I keep asking, is that why? That's something that I could say a lot, I notice.
That's the argument. And no fucking way. Okay, I'll share this 1 sec. That doesn't make sense.
You can't no fucking way with this much of a delay, Mike. The anticipation is killing me. Let's see. Metaverse.
Apple's not in the metaverse.
No, metaverse. All right. In the metaverse.
Here we go.
Meta, the company.
Facebook.
WhatsApp.
Beluga. Instagram, Reels, Threads, Oculus, and Reality Labs. I always forget that Facebook basically owns Oculus.
Oculus. That's their VR. Yeah, PSP. I mean, Sony has theirs, and then Meta has theirs. They're going at each other. I think competing in that. WhatsApp is the biggest one on the DL with that whole thing. Like a lot of people probably don't realize how widely used WhatsApp is and has been for years.
The world, not just like here. It's throughout the world they use it because you can call anywhere through.
Yeah, that's what I use for like if I'm traveling, I use WhatsApp to call people. Like I don't do no.
I use plan. But still.
Yeah, it's same difference.
Mm-hmm, kind of.
Yeah. Why even have some sort of international cellular plan when there are these things out there? You could do that with Facebook Messenger too. You could just call somebody on Facebook Messenger. I'm supposed to call my mom in Egypt tomorrow on Facebook Messenger. Yeah, like literally.
Facebook is international, so you can go anywhere with that shit. Mm-hmm. But like I was looking for those of you out there who are new to the internet or might be younger or maybe even too old to even know the internet, somewhere in the too young or the too old range.
You would have to be very old, and I really think anybody younger is so born into it that you would have to be on some like deep level of the spectrum to not know how the internet works.
You used to be able to go on YouTube and find some asshole's bullshit documentary about any conspiracy there is.
Yeah, and not verified or anything. Just completely.
And now everything's been basically scrubbed off the web, so I couldn't find a single conspiracy revolving around the TikTok ban. Although I do know for a fact that they included in that bill to ban TikTok more funding for Ukraine and more funding for Israel. It's like, hey, let's ban TikTok and give these guys more money. It all kind of makes sense, right, guys? Let's write 5,000 pages in this fucking bill and slip all these things in just to ban TikTok because, we can't let the bill go to waste.
The word, I want to come up with some sick acronym for bill that pretty much means in a nutshell, the name is not what this law is, because that's pretty much what it is. Like they'll put something at the forefront and then attach a bunch of shit to it, right?
This week on fuckery, what should we call it? The fuckery? No.
The fucking.
The fucking.
The fuckery. I mean, I like the word fuckery, but the fucking I think is because of the happening and the fappening and the
fappening.
Remember the fappening?
So I used to. Speaking of the fappening, I was never a big fan of Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay.
I didn't care about the Hunger Games or whatever. Anything. I didn't really think I thought she was not ugly, super hot.
Right.
Until
the fappening.
I saw her getting plowed in the ass in the fappening.
I didn't actually watch that. I seen in the fappening. I only saw stills. I did not watch any of
it's not video. I didn't see video either. It's just snapshots.
Okay.
Snapshots of it, and I was just like, huh, she's you know what? I kind of like her movies now. She's a good actress, though. But
now that you've seen the fappening, that influence you, see that isn't that good PR? Wouldn't you call that good PR?
I don't want to say.
Everybody was mad that everybody watched me in a compromising position, so I'm mad.
I don't think anything is done by accident.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that was an accident.
Do you think all this Diddy shit's an accident? Or is that PR?
I don't think it's PR either. I don't think Diddy thinks it's PR. Well,
this is how I feel about it. What?
Did you see Weinstein's out?
Yeah, okay. I want to lead into that because this is where I'm going to go with it. Now, you had the Pam and Tommy thing happen. Way back when, OG, they were what Columbine is to school shootings, Pam and Tommy was to sex tapes. You know what I mean? It was at the forefront. It was before all the fucking happened.
And then what was the next big tape?
And then after that, and One Night in Paris.
Right, that was before Kim Kardashian.
My example was it ruined Pam and Tommy, but when that was before Kim K and fucking Ray J.
Yes.
One Night in Paris made Paris Hilton more money.
I just want to say, what's another person?
That's
another person. I was like, she's not ugly, but she's not really hot. And then I saw that. I'm like, yep, she's hot.
but she's fucking dirty, dirty, dirty rich.
Oh my god, yeah. I thought you were going somewhere else with that dirty whore, but
dirty. No, and she's filthy, filthy, dirty, dirty rich, and she has the best drugs and goes to the best parties. And if you're friends with her, you're getting into the best places without any other clout. That's all the clout you'll need.
Did you say she has the best drugs?
Yeah, like she would literally, she'd have the best cocaine. Like everybody would say, like that she had the best cocaine.
We have a couple of months, not a couple months, more than a couple of months, but we're gonna be roomies.
Yes.
Did we both completely forget that? Did you forget that as well?
I sort of, given the options. Now, take no offense if you're going to the BP and you're watching right now. But when I was given the options, I was like, well, I already talked to this guy twice a week, at least, face to face. So I think it would be less awkward if I had to fart in my sleep next to him.
I wouldn't give a shit. We're men. What the fuck do I care?
I'm just saying, just with the options. I'm just saying.
Not that we would ever do this because we'll have a bathroom, whatever. But like the only thing that drives me nuts is if I walk to a stall, a public bathroom, but you're in the stage, say, at work, and you go take a piss, and your coworker goes next to you to take a piss and starts talking work. Like, hey, yeah, we're done. We should really go hang those lights. Like, no, bro, I'm pissing. Don't fucking talk to me.
I'll engage if it's really pressing. Like, if it's like, don't fucking talk to me. Like, if it's something I came in here to run away, then don't talk to me. But if I'm engaged and I'm like pressed for time, I'll talk to the urinal. But what I will not do, and people will line step, is the shit stall.
No, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that.
Or nonchalant. Okay, every once in a while you'll have somebody who will just kick into nonchalant conversation. I had a guy, right? One of the very last jobs that I worked in New York City about 5 years ago. There was a guy in the shit house, right, who just got off the phone, must have had like a massive fight with his girlfriend or his wife, and just with just seeing a pair of shoes next to him, and it's my boots, and goes, man, and just starts fucking like I'm in the confession, like I'm the priest, and he's confessing all of his fucking sins while taking a shit, a construction worker shit. Like there's a tool belt on the ground, there's a hammer next to my leg. You know what I mean?
I'm in the same situation because we're electricians, so we have all the tools and shit. I don't
belts be heavy.
Like I'm there to get away from this shit, and I want to have a conversation with you. I don't care if it's important for work. Talk to me when I'm done pissing. I'm there to get away.
Yeah. Like I'm on this toilet bowl, giving myself a fucking hemorrhoid because I don't have to shit to get away from this insanity, and you want to bring your insanity to the toilet stall next to me? It's like, can't we just do this in peace? You know what I mean? Because the thing is, you'll notice, like, you may not know what they look like, right? Because there might be 100 guys on the job, but as soon as you hear that voice, you'll know that this is the dude who, got caught cheating on his wife. and get balled out on a fucking shitter. Imagine that. You get caught cheating and while you're taking a shit. Like that's not one of your greatest shits. You know what I mean? Like if you were to rank your top 10 shits of all time.
Remember that guy that sued Mark Zuckerberg in the movie? Well, and he existed in real life. He's worth 15 billion. 15 billion. And he's 39 years old.
Winklevoss twins or the other guy? The other guy.
Yeah, the other guy.
Yeah, because it was 3 parties. There were the Winklevoss twins, right? Who technically originally, I think they created Facebook, right? Like that's as the story goes. And then
they didn't create Facebook. They hired Mark Zuckerberg to do it.
But it was their
idea, and they wanted him to put the code in and build it.
So they were the masterminds, and then Mark Zuckerberg and the other dude who sued him, Jesse Eisenberg, was Mark
Zuckerberg,
and Spider-Man was the other guy, right, in the social network.
Yes.
Andrew Garfield, and he was the one who got to sue Mark Zuckerberg. He was the one who actually fulfilled it. Yes. I think there might have been a settlement with the Winklevoss twins or something like that much later on.
I'm trying to figure out.
I don't even know if I'm saying that the right way. Is that right?
Winklevoss?
The Winklevoss? I know they were twins. Like, it's a real thing. They were twins. That
was
were
originally called Connect You.
There you go. All right, Tyler Winklevoss. There you go. What was the original name? Connect You?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was a university app. It was only supposed to be for Harvard and the alumni. Harvard students and alumni. Like, it wasn't supposed to be for the world. And then I think, like, the idea was Mark Zuckerberg, right? And I might be fucking this up. Was like, why don't we do it for all of the colleges and just connect? If you know, like, just.
I don't even see. Wow. Hold on.
That's got to be some shit.
I don't even see him involved in the actual original making of Facebook. I just see that they made it.
Yes,
and he stole the code
in 2004. Yes, and then they made it right for Harvard students exclusively, and then he did what you just said. I guess stole the code. And then went on his own and made it to other colleges, like so that other colleges could be involved, and changed the name from, I guess, Connect You to Facebook. But let's not forget about MySpace. MySpace is still king in my book. And I know it's a fucking old dude boomer ass thing to say, but ain't nobody got shit on MySpace, and I'll tell you why. Because you could sort of still express yourself without having to have a verbal opinion every 5 minutes at your disposal, like on X or Facebook. And it was more so like an Instagram that you were able to connect music to and have music on your profile. And you were also able to code your own page. That was the awesome part about it. Because, like, if you go to somebody's Facebook, it is so institutional. You know, even Instagram is just institutional. It's just boxes with pictures, which is fine because Instagram was meant to be that way. It was meant to be like a digital photo box, right? But MySpace had concerts you went to, you know, like artists that you were into.
Off, you can change the color of your background of your profile.
Yeah.
You could add graphics. You could have a song playing in the background. So if you're happy today, you can have a happy song. If you're sad today.
Yeah, you could have a sad song, and you could have a rolling playlist at the very end. Mm-hmm. Before MySpace was on its way out, you didn't have. That's how they started. When they started with the music, you could switch one song at a time, and then they had a 5-song playthrough, and then an 8-song playthrough, and then by that time, I was so far up Facebook's ass, I forgot about MySpace, and I feel so bad about it. I actually really feel bad about turning my back on MySpace because it was really a great fucking social media website. And I had my name on the page. At the head of the page was in Wolverine font. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was easy to fucking, all you had to do is copy and paste codes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just change the prompt. All you had to do was just change the prompt. Like it was really a crash course in HTML for a lot of people.
It was definitely a crash course into HTML.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise, like, I know it gets a lot more complicated with it, like actually coding, you know, and stuff like that. But really, like, it was a great entry level to learn the mechanics of what actually goes into doing that. And you knew a motherfucker was like pretty fucking savvy with that shit when they had the pimped out fucking page. Like, their page is just all like to the maximum fucking.
Yeah, them tech savvy kid. Yeah, I remember I used to have someone else do a lot of the fucking cool shit for me. Because you could do code to make like something move in the background or some bullshit.
Yes.
Kind of like a boomer.
Yeah. Fucking that was like pretty fucking dope. Like you know, like actually being able to have moving graphics. You know, now it's like you go on somebody's Facebook page, white, blue. Okay.
Yeah, it's
feels
all
like
the
a
same.
Hospital.
It's all the same. Wow, you're right. You're right.
It's like a hospital. It's like a mental hospital.
Right.
It is a fucking digital mental hospital. Facebook has turned into a digital mental hospital. You know, like Instagram isn't so crazy. Instagram is more like, look at me, look at me, look at me. It's more like a show-off thing for the ego. It really is your ego's time to shine. Because really, like sex, sometimes talking ruins it. You know what I mean? So there's no talk on the fucking Instagram. So, you know what I mean? Like, it actually makes it continue to be pleasant unless you're watching Reels. Which in that case, Reels is TikTok, I guess, Facebook's TikTok, right? It's Meta's TikTok.
Basically.
Which
so
is the
Instagram. It's like the same as Instagram.
Yeah, it's all the same. But and they use the same. But segue, I guess this is from Reels, right? I like me a good conspiracy. What do we got? Oh, it's muted.
You don't hear it?
Nope.
You fuck.
You motherfucker.
Hold on. It said I might have an issue.
I did read the comment about Canadian military.
No, well, I had a prompt come up before and it said there was an issue with what the fuck is it? You son of a bitch.
With audio? With the video?
Yeah,
audio?
it was saying it was having trouble playing audio at this time. Please refresh. And I said, well, maybe it'll still work. How come it's not? Wow, this is weird. So, technical difficulties. Where'd it go? I can't even find it anymore. Here we go. Found it. Let's see.
They definitely don't happen as often as they used to.
You ready?
Let's go.
Can you hear it?
Yeah. Person was, so I could look at
all right, let's start at the beginning. Sorry, guys.
PsyOps?
For the military, I wasn't governed by the same laws that the typical person was, so I could look at.
Full disclosure, he's a fucking personal trainer. He's a personal trainer. That's all he is.
What is his name? Who is he?
Harley Pasternak.
Harley Pasternak. He's the bald guy, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
He's a fitness person and a physical trainer, a celebrity physical trainer. But he's talking about working for the government.
That are not everyday things.
MK Ultra.
So that was really interesting.
Yeah.
And as I was doing this, I had a personal training business. So since I was 18, I had this training business that grew and grew and grew.
And the nutritional advisor for the Defense and Civil Institute for Environmental Medicine.
So what's the conspiracy?
Just wait.
Okay.
That's what it's called. DCIM uses systems-based approach to cover all aspects of human performance and effectiveness, including individual and team performance, human technology interaction, and social and psychological factors that affect the resolution of conflict. Human performance in stressful environments, okay? There's a picture of him with Bill Clinton, by the way, in case you guys missed that. Oh, look at all his clients. Okay, so Hollywood is one big psyop. Oh, he's playing basketball with Kanye. He's jogging with Kanye. He was
so he's set up and in relations with so many people that if they need to push a button to shut them up or to create some sort of a smokescreen issue to shut them up, then they could just take them out. Sort of like the Epstein thing. It was soon as
cops responded to a call for a welfare check on Kanye, but he was at his trainer Harley Pasternak's house.
That's where it happened.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't read that there. I should read more.
Kanye West under psychiatric evaluation.
So you mean to tell me, Mike, that if not for this personal trainer, we wouldn't have had all that content last year?
Wow, good.
I mean, like everybody out there. It wasn't just us talking about it. Yo, what if he was just? Yo, do you think he was just like whispering into Kanye's like ear, like they run the banks?
No, I think he was feeding him drugs.
So you think he was like you said before, MK Ultraing him, like hitting him with LSD and shit, and like to get him to bug out?
No, LSD was just phase one. They probably have a drug that doesn't make you trip; it just makes you tell the truth, or makes you susceptible to bullshit
or influence, right?
I hope that's a real text and not fake. I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you one of a couple ways. First, You and I sit down and have a loving and open conversation, but you don't use cuss words. And everything that is discussed is based in fact and not some crazy stuff that some dumb friend of yours told you or you saw in a tweet. That doesn't seem malicious. That seems like he's trying to actually help Kanye because Kanye's using his shit.
Like, it sounds like he's talking to a friend who's unhinged.
That's not. Yeah, that doesn't.
Yeah, but don't you think?
Doesn't sound.
Not to get too fucking paranoid, but don't you think that wouldn't you want to come off like the supportive, maybe
Of course,
like up friend as the smoke screen? Like, you're not going to have in writing for the world to see, like your actual intention.
No, stop talking. Cancel. Go away.
What
Sorry.
happened?
I hit something on my phone and things happen.
I mean, it's like a pretty good smoke screen, if you ask me. You know what I mean? Like, I think he could easily just be like,
it could be a weird hidden message, but I don't know.
Not a hidden message.
Second option. There you go. There's the second option. Wow. I have you institutionalized again, where they medicate the crap out of you and you go back to a zombie forever. Play date with your kids just won't be the same. But the video changed, like they zoomed in and not showing it's an actual that doesn't look the same.
Yeah.
It looks like they edited that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I could trust all of this shit.
Look who it is.
Lindsay Lohan?
Nope.
No, who is that? What is that? Oh, no way! Wow.
Is this a real article? Let's see. What's the title? The title says users think Harley.
So is
Pasternak
the conspiracy is that this guy just pulls the mental trigger on celebrities when they don't when they don't play the game right?
Found the article. Written June 9th, 2023 by a magazine called Evie. Which
is it credible? I've never heard of it. But then why would I? You know.
Let's see. How credible is Evie?
I'm sure you're gonna get a lot of shit talk like from rival fucking rags, if you will, digital rags.
So media bias fact check, which who do you trust how do you trust the company that says they're the media bias fact checkers? How do you know that they're being legit?
Yeah. There could be intentions, you know,
factual
in the other
reporting
direction.
Very low, leads to the extreme right.
Is this a good scale? Does this work?
Let's see. Let's go back to EV Magazine and click on a different article and see what's bullshit here. Discovery, health, beauty, style. Don't know relationships.
So it's a women's magazine.
So women's right-leaning magazine.
They make right-wing women's magazines.
Well, I don't see anything. No, I don't want to subscribe, motherfuckers. I see body positivity. I don't see anything bad.
That could be smear. Like I said, you can't trust the internet for other publications because they just might talk shit about other publications. You know what I mean?
What is this one we got? What is this?
Hey, did you know that Saudi Arabia was the safest country in the world?
Yeah, because they cut your hands off if you stole something.
Because of the I think it's because of their population, but I don't know. I think crime might be lower in like Singapore or some shit like that. You know,
up until 2018.
Wow,
I did not know.
Yeah, check it out. According to Wikipedia, until June 2018, Saudi Arabia was the only country in the world in which women were forbidden from driving motor vehicles.
Did you know that's where it was going?
Hey, did you know?
I've screened most of these videos. Only some of them I've stopped after like 2 seconds and said I had to send this. But most of the time, like if there's a gag, it's because it's yeah.
Is this slap fighting?
Oh my god, dude. All right. Now, this is the thing. Now we have to analyze this a little bit. This person is trying, and usually on McDojo Life, and we post a lot of McDojo Life on the pod, but usually on McDojo Life, it is some sort of like hokey, fake martial arts, right? And I think his fake martial arts is Bollywood action sequence. That's his martial art. So this is what he's trying to do, I guess. I like his technique so far. Look at the guys go flying. Oh my god. This is
all right.
Now I gotta ask you something. In these, because we play a lot of these McJojo Life things, and you notice, like, and especially in the Aikido, when people are just falling at the will of the person who's flailing their arms around, it's like how much of that is you like kayfabe taking the fall or pushing a guy over, like in wrestling, you know, like all right, I'm obviously gonna lose this match because we're putting The Rock over tonight. You know what I mean? How much of it is that? Do these people really believe they're being flung? Why participate if you know it's bullshit?
Because most humans just are not leaders. They just follow someone else.
So,
or they're in on the bullshit. I had a funny Joe Rogan moment, by the way. I call it a Joe Rogan moment only because it happened literally on the podcast where he said it. But, like, a guy I work with was, like, talking about jiu-jitsu, and he's like, yeah, what's that about? Like, what would happen if, like, a fight, in a fight? And I was like, well, if me and you got into a fight, I would fucking kill you. He's like, what? I was like, it would be like you wouldn't know what's happening and you'd be getting strangled before you know it.
Before you know it, yeah.
And he's like,
you wouldn't be able to stop unless he got lucky and got his hands under in the right time. A rear naked choke would probably take him out real quick.
I'm not even referring to a rear naked choke. It's just a million different chokes I could use.
I'm sure.
Like, and I remember Joe Rogan had an episode. I forget what the person said to him. And he said, well, if me and you got into a fight, I would fucking kill you.
Yeah, but he would throw like the wicked fucking snap kick right to the fucking...
Yeah, but he's probably not even going to do that. Like, people, like that, the guy I was talking to, he's like, oh, jiu-jitsu. I don't want to do jiu-jitsu. I don't want to roll around the floor with another dude. I'm like, if I was to get into a fight with someone, I'm dragging you to the floor.
Yeah.
And if you're not trained to prevent that from happening, I'm going to drag you to the floor. I'm going to fucking strangle you.
The philosophy is that most likely, most fights hand to hand end up on the ground, and it's what is the best way. Well, actually, there's a few videos later that might say the contrary. So you got to figure if you're not trained to do anything, right? Logically, you think like the best way to train would be from the ground up. You know, like first come proficient, like on the ground, wrestling or jiu-jitsu, and then doing standing, or practicing taking people down too. Because that ends up becoming fluid and easy for a while. There's one, it's I think I sent you a video. I don't know if you're pulling it up right now, but it's a judo guy versus a BJJ guy.
No, I didn't see that yet. I'm actually looking. There used to be a video I watched. Found it. Is this the actual video? No, I want the original source of this. I don't want this. I want the original fucking source. This is a different one. God damn it. So, like, when I used to... Fuck. Where's the original?
Wait, are you trying to look on YouTube?
Yeah.
YouTube's been fucking a little weird lately. Does YouTube, like, drop channels that you've been following for years for no reason?
Well, this is a video.
Even though they still exist.
It's on YouTube though. Sorry, I'm gonna move to something else in the meantime. Here you go.
This picture made me smile.
So it's cocaine, right?
Now, do me a favor. Could you zoom? Just zoom in to Rick James's nose, and then zoom in to Jack Nicholson's nose, and then tell me which nostril they use.
They both use their left nostril.
There you go. You can't see Carrie Fisher's though because she's like sitting low. But this literally looks like every bar and nightclub picture that I took in like the early 2000s.
That's not it. Where did it go?
You still looking for this?
Yeah, it was.
This alleged video?
I found one version of it, but it's not the version I remember.
Is this something from a different angle, maybe?
No. It's. Wow. I used to have it saved too. I found like the words of it. Like, hold on. That's not it. Where'd it just go?
What is this, like a philosophical quote?
Sort of something like that.
Is this Mike Tyson's like?
Here.
You know, you see some young
Can you
guy
hear it?
who looks reasonably athletic. You have no idea what he can do to you.
Yeah.
He might be a cigarette smoker with no martial arts experience whatsoever, or he might be a Muay Thai champion. And if you're within range of him, all of a sudden, boom, you're unconscious. You have no idea what happened. He punched you in the face so fast, you have no idea. Most people have never been involved in a physical altercation with a trained martial artist. They have no idea how vulnerable they really are.
I said that to the kid because the guy I work with annoys me just a little bit, and I think everyone gets annoyed by him. And he's like, "Yeah, if I get to a fight, I lose it, and I just rip eyeballs out." I'm like, "You're not gonna get close enough to me to rip an eyeball out. If you're coming at me aggressively swinging,
The only way to make it even. The only way to make it even is just to have, permitless concealed carry, and then it's like then it really is you just can't fuck with anybody. That really levels the playing ground. Like, and I know it sounds like the nuclear arms race sort of approach to self-defense, but really, like, I won't fuck with somebody because they may be packing. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm not openly attacking people. I'm just saying if someone fucks with me,
yeah,
I'm
of
prepared.
course. If you have to, yeah. If you have to,
The ultimate BJJ is a concealed carry.
yeah.
It's the ultimate BJJ. Oh, you want to learn how to fight? No, I want to learn how to go get the fuck away from me before I blast you.
Yeah, yeah.
It would definitely solve a lot of problems. And the thing is also, and there is a reverse side to this.
No, but do you know? It's good to know, like judo or BJJ or some wrestling with like small arms combat training.
Of course,
like with a pistol. If somebody lunges at you and you don't get your pistol out in time, you got to know how to throw them one way or the other and then draw after you've gotten them off of you. Like there's advanced pistol training where you have to learn how to deal with like people lunging at you and shit. They do these fucking training runs, which is awesome because some of these are like these overhead cameras that they put over this like fake obstacle course house, and they make people run drills with like I think it's like a laser attachment that you just put in the barrel, and you pretty much laser tag shoot people.
Wow.
But you have actors that are coming through doors and shit like that, and who are trying to attack you, and who will lunge at you and will try to grab your pistol and stuff, and they'll tell you when you've gotten.
I found the video.
Out.
I found the original. The original's like what we were just watching is just another person's BJJ in the background, but this is the original, and it's not just it's a video. You know who that is, right?
Yeah, not yet. Is that Nick Diaz?
Young guy.
No, he's never been champion, but he's what the fuck's his name? He's gangster in BJJ.
athletic. You have no idea what he can
Nick
do.
Diaz.
He might
That
be
was
a
the
cigarette smoker with no martial arts
That
experience.
was BJ
whatsoever,
Penn smoking a cigarette, by the way.
or he might be a Muay Thai champion. And if you're within range of him, all of a sudden, boom, you're unconscious. You
Street
have no
fight.
idea what happened. He punched you in the
That old guy, see the stance right there? He's
boxer.
trained in boxing, and he
Yeah.
1-2'd him. Like, I said that to someone too. Like, all those fancy things you see are meaningless if you don't know the basics. And most fights end with
you're within
1-2.
range of him. All of a sudden, boom, you're unconscious. You have no idea what
1-2.
happened. He
Boom,
punched you
boom.
That
Down.
kick was crazy. That kick was crazy because he didn't even have hands up. He just threw the kick, like because he was so confident. He's like, I don't have to put hands up because this guy's not countering shit. I'm gonna throw this kick and lay him out. And he went right across the jaw. That's devastating. I feel like that's worse than getting knocked out from a punch. Getting
Well, the
knocked out
problem with
from
any
one
of this
kicks.
shit is they're on the street, so they're gonna fall and their head's gonna bounce on the concrete.
All
Like,
of a
watch
sudden,
his head.
boom, you're unconscious.
Oh,
you have
he
no idea
plopped.
what happened. He punched you
He
in the
plopped.
face so fast.
Oh!
You have no idea.
Speaking about head on the concrete, did I tell you when I didn't? I didn't get. I don't think I got to tell you, or maybe I did tell you. Did I tell you when I was in New York what happened when we were flying up? So we're on the airplane, right?
I don't
And
remember if you told me.
there's a small line going to the bathroom, right? And I think there might be one or two people waiting. One of the people who was waiting, who was standing by us, we were sitting all the way up front by the bathroom. There was a guy who was like standing by the partition between us and the stewardesses, and the flight attendants. And he's standing there, and then out of nowhere, he sort of does this, and then falls straight backwards into the aisle. Like he doesn't hit any seats. I think maybe his arm nipped the seat, but he went straight back.
Did he pass out?
He fainted. I thought he was having a seizure because he twitched when he was on the ground, but he hit his head on the ground.
Did they land the plane, or was it?
No, they asked. The guy got up. He sat in the seat next to me. They gave him smelling salts. He woke the fuck up.
Smelling salts.
He drank some water, and then I think they walked him back to his seat, and I think then they sort of paged for a doctor on the plane just to see this guy. I told him, I was like, I think he hit his head on the way down. I think or when he hit the ground, he went bup, and yeah, that shit could be crazy. And I was like, I was sort of nervous because, like, I'm like, I hope this guy doesn't fucking like seize next to me because that's the next thing that could happen. If you hit your head hard like that, some motherfuckers start from your mouth or swallowing the tongue or some shit.
Your brain swells.
That shit's scary. They gotta pop a hole in your head when that happens. You know that?
Yeah, man.
They gotta literally, what the fuck was it? It was creepy as fuck. You might even be able to find this video, but it was like some dude who got concussed so bad, a fighter, that they had to take a piece of his skull out that was like this, like a fucking like a whole something of his skull, and you could see through the skin. They had the skin pulled back over.
Oh.
You could see like the brain,
Uh-huh.
and you could flex it. And I'm like, what the fuck? And that's what they have to do. And then they put the skull back on once your brain is like the swollen has gone down. Like you could just be like that, like without a piece of your skull. That's fucking nuts, right?
That's fucking insane.
I don't know how long you'd last, but like how long you think somebody would last like Ray Liotta in Hannibal? Like just like walking around, not in a chair.
Oh, you just brought my brain back to that scene. Wow, bro.
Like if you
what a random. That was such a good movie. It was such a. I saw that in theaters, I think.
It was underrated in that like it got a lot of like a lot of you had a lot of people who really liked the movie Silence of the Lambs, and then you had a lot of book people who were like loved Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah,
but were like they could have done with another Clarice, and like some people liked Julianne Moore, some people didn't like Julianne Moore.
I liked her.
I thought it was sick. I thought it was like a little bit more sick than the first one, even though the first one was pretty sick for its time.
Did you watch the show Hannibal?
I didn't watch the show.
Oh my god, the show is like so like
the pigs and unrecognizable Gary Oldman That was the freakiest fucking park. The guy wanted to get revenge against Hannibal Lecter, and then the fucking I guess it was his goons. His goons got eaten by the pigs, right? Like he had his redneck fucking like ranch people. That was fucking sick, and I didn't know. See, that was before I what was that? 2002. I think that movie came out. So like, you had the internet, but you didn't. You weren't that deep into the internet to know that pigs actually will eat anything, and I did not know that until that movie. I was like, bullshit. I said, bullshit. There's no way that you're just starving pigs and they'll just eat a person. And then I interneted it.
Yeah, so...
And then I found out that they, in fact, will eat whatever, especially if nothing else is available. They will fucking eat meat.
See, when I saw that reference, I thought of the reference in Snatch. The movie Snatch, they also had a guy that was feeding to the pigs, and there was another movie.
Yeah,
Shit.
but they never showed it. I was like, I thought it was bullshit.
That caused me to internet it as well back in the day, and I was just
back in the day.
This is when Google wasn't as Google as it is now, and it might not have even been Google. It might have been like Yahoo. I might have Yahooed it. Wow, remember Yahoo?
Yeah,
it was before fucking
Jeeves. Do you remember Jeeves?
No.
Jeeves, do you remember? Yeah, dude.
Do people use Yahoo search still?
Probably, it's still available.
Wow,
you can still, if you have a Yahoo email, you can still search the web on your email.
Search the web. Hold on. What were we looking up? Do pigs really eat
humans?
I mean, we could do humans, sure.
So it took a part of my innocence, and that was like I felt like I was 21 years old when that movie came out, and I saw that, and I called bullshit, and I googled all that shit. It took a piece of my innocence away from me. I was like, pigs will fucking eat people? I was like, no fucking way. I was like, impossible.
Do people still Yahoo?
I don't know. You got to hit the. It's not searching. Enter. And then you know what was next? Now this is just with animals and my innocence with animals. That hippos actually killed more people in Africa than lions. That freaked me out. I think even though it was completely feasible that the crocodiles ate more people than any other animal in Africa, right? That made sense. But for hippos to be number 2 blew my fucking mind. And that was another thing that, like innocence was like sort of taken away from me. And then again, around the same time I found out that elephants mourn the dead. That fucked me up. It just keeps going deeper and deeper. And then when I found out koala bears are fucking nasty as fuck if you don't keep feeding them, that fucking fucked me up too.
Koala bears are nasty as fuck.
Yeah, you didn't know that? Like, they're fucking not nice.
Yo. 2 Girls, 1 Cup is on IMDb. It's called Hungry Bitches.
No.
It's 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Is that? Yeah, but why is it called a different name? And how?
I don't know, but it's right here.
And it's not okay. What is the criteria? Let me ask you this, Mike. You being a movie person, what is the criteria to have your movie listed on IMDb database?
I don't know. So I have an IMDb.
But what I'm saying is, like, does Janet Jameson have an IMDb?
Definitely. Hold on.
Yeah, but is there more than just Howard Stern Private Parts?
One of her pornos.
Is it Blue Movie?
Hold on. Where's her movies? Here. Private Parts. I Dream of Jenna.
Zombie Strippers.
Zombie Strippers
was a classic. Blue Movie was the one that I actually owned. I owned Blue Movie. A hard copy.
Gallery Blue?
That was it. Gallery Blue.
Right here it is.
Mm-hmm. But why does it say 2007? That's like in the 90s. They don't have trailers.
Wow, it's not here.
Is Debbie Does Dallas on IMDb? That's a classic. Again? And they have again?
The musical?
No, it's not a fucking musical. It's a porno from like 1978 or 1981. It was like again. Man, they be fucking up old school pornos, bro. That shit. Did we play that Chael Sonnen like talking shit to Tito Ortiz back in the day before he fought him?
We did. What is this? You sent me this?
What?
Yeah.
What? What was that? You guys.
What was that?
Keep watching it. It'll play again. Damn, that's a pretty deep close-up.
What? What? What was that? You guys. I got that. I got that. What?
What is it?
Now,
What was that?
I guess it's supposed to be like a lightning bolt hitting the moon.
All the comments say it's fake.
Yes, and this is how I'm debunking it. Because I watched this thing over and over and over and over again, right? I watched it over and over and over again, and I said immediately, I was like, number one, lightning bolt too big in contrast of how far away the moon actually is.
Absolutely.
If that was a lightning bolt that big hitting the moon would have fucking exploded. It would have literally been like the Emperor would have fucking blew up the moon with his force lightning. Like that, like it would have had to have been some epic fucking catastrophic event. There's no static electricity that emits out of because there's nothing moving in and there's no friction around the moon enough to cause that. Now, number two, what I think it is, actually, let me get into what I think it is. I think somebody held a taser up to the edge of the fucking camera and went, nyeh, 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 nyeh. You know what I mean? Or a cattle prod. Because in contrast, that electrical shock looks like it's more in focus to the camera than how far away the moon is. You know what I mean? Somebody must have either A, chopped this into the fucking shot, or they lit a fucking, like a taser next to it or something in the shot close to the camera.
What was that? What was that? You guys.
But I am more leaning towards the bullshit.
Hold on. Moments earlier. What are they watching on TV?
South Park?
Read this comment.
30 minutes to South Central. Oh, shit.
That is a classic. That is, okay. That is a classic. A fucking... And if you look at it now, it's totally like... You can't say it's making fun of. It's making. I don't.
It is satire of Menace to Society,
Yes.
Juice,
Yes.
Boys in the Hood.
Yes.
I think there's a few other parodies in there. Colors falling down with Douglas.
Yes.
With Michael Douglas. Colors. That's
Say what up, Brian.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
You see on the screen?
Oh shit! What's happening?
Let's go to Omar. Colors was a great movie, by the way.
It was good.
Isn't that Sean Penn?
Yes, but I would get it confused with a couple of movies, Blood In, Blood Out, which was also like a gang related movie. Also,
I like Menace to Society.
Menace to Society, Juice.
I like Dead Presidents.
I don't think I ever seen Dead Presidents.
Really?
No.
Paid in Full.
Paid in Full, I've seen. But Juice was my favorite. I think Psycho, Tupac. You know what I mean?
I wasn't a big fan of Tupac.
Omar.
Omar?
Is it Omar? Really?
Yeah.
I thought he was great in that fucking movie, and I thought he was okay in
Bullet?
the poet Janet Jackson.
I don't fucking remember.
Something poetry. The fuck?
Just a quick newsflash.
Remember, Captain Hook is actually trying to stop Peter Pan from kidnapping children. Until we meet again.
Facts. I'm sorry. It's true. I can't unthink that now.
Well, so
fucking Skeletor ruined fucking.
I forgot who did it to me, but someone comes up to me and goes, "You ever read the real story of Peter Pan?" I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "The actual original story." I was like, "No, why?" And I never fact checked this, so he could have been full of shit. Yeah. But he's like, Peter Pan's the villain because he's kidnapping children and keeping them young in Neverland.
Well, Pan would be like the Pied Piper, and and things would follow.
And he lured the children. He lured the children into Neverland to kept them young forever by luring them.
The Greek myth was that Pan would lure people into the forest. You know what I mean? And then like Peter Pan is the I guess the British story of, like an old because Peter Pan's old, so it's an adult child. It's like a man child, right? Which is why Michael Jackson fucking obsessed over Peter Pan. It all makes sense because he thought he was Peter Pan. Like Michael Jackson thought. So there, like, is Peter Pan like a fucked up story? Is it? Are we going to cancel Peter Pan? Is that what's going to happen next?
I probably already canceled. Didn't they do a movie about the original story is the way the writer interpreted
Johnny Depp played him?
No, yeah, but it was his relationship with a 5-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Some bullshit. Where am I at over here? Here we go. What's this?
Space out there in safety training and lose a limb on the job. Be a man.
I'm not gonna lie. I used to have to I used to have to conduct safety meetings, and this is so funny. You'd have to wake people up. Like you would have to. It would happen often. Guys would constantly fucking just doze off, especially like if you have to like stop anytime around lunchtime to go to one of these things. Guys get the itis hard if you don't go right back to work after you've eaten, and you have to sit through a half-hour safety meeting. Guys start dozing off. So it's a little reality in there.
Safety meeting today was watch out for ticks, and so far today we found while working because we're working in Rockland State Park, and we found I found 6 or 7 on my leg.
There's a new disease going around. That's why they're being extra careful, not just Lyme disease.
Be a man, die at work.
I want to get that shirt.
All right. So this is cool. This is cool. I want one.
$10 flamethrowing robot dog. I want the
under $10,000.
Now I don't need the flamethrower. How about that? I just want the robot dog.
What do you mean? When someone breaks into your house, the problem is solved.
I don't want to burn my house down. I want to give the flamethrowing dog. I want to strap a Glock to it.
I was just gonna say, would you rather have a Glock?
Shotgun? No, like a shotgun. I want it to be like a double barrel fucking like slug shooting fucking robot dog. Yeah, pretty much.
What is this? Is this the?
Is
it the temple with the mercury everywhere or something?
Terracotta statues, yes. So this story fucking bugs me out, and I'm a nerd about archaeological shit, especially when they like find something new out, like about like something that's epic, like the terracotta statues.
How old is this place?
This place 5,000 years old. So you just mentioned the mercury because it is laced with mercury, which was very poisonous. And I don't know if there's like a half-life to it or whatever, but the shit is still potent enough to get you sick, right? They're afraid that even mitigating the fucking mercury poisoning, that going into the tomb or moving anything or trying to enter the main chamber of the tomb will set off booby traps. And they think legit booby traps because they've been doing like they do sonogram sort of like radar
and sonar. It's called
I
forgot what. I heard the term 1,000 times. I don't remember what it's called now.
And whatever that technique is, I believe they could see 3D image. LiDAR, yeah. I don't know if it's like some Doppler shit or whatever, or Doppler's only the sky. I don't know. So it's like something like the instrument could see in a 3D image using sound of what is on the other side. And I guess from what they're gathering is it's not worth fucking with any of those small moving parts, I guess. I really want to see – I want them to sort of set it off. I want to see some sort of like Indiana Jones chain reaction live on fucking Geraldo. Like
wow.
Well, that's a throwback. Like when he fucking did that opening up Al Capone's safe and it was empty.
It was empty. I remember that. It was a big deal.
It was a big deal.
What are these knuckleheads doing?
All right, so this scam. This new scam. If you see dudes just lying by a fucking construction site,
what?
That they fell from that platform on top there.
William Ross owns the home in East New York.
I'm sure maybe a lawsuit is going to come up. That's part of my concern.
Scaffolding and construction companies across New York tell Eyewitness News they're concerned too because they're getting a lot of injury claims from workers who say they fell on the job.
We're finding in some cases they've never even worked on the job site.
Construction industry insiders believe the bogus claims are happening because of a New York labor law that dates back to the late 19th century. It makes a property owner or construction employer fully liable if a worker falls from any height and is injured. Watch the two men closely. They stroll down the street and then casually sit on the ground. One of them gets up and goes to a different spot on the sidewalk.
This is something
someone captured
that used to go down, right? Every once in a while, you'd have on a non-union, like an open shop job site. Somebody would walk on with, because you don't have to, like on union job sites, usually everybody's like in some sort of like corresponding uniform to like whoever they work for. So usually you'll see similar colors for like each company that's there and their respective trades, and everybody has to check in. So if this guy did this, unless they have a union book and they were at that job signing safety sheets every day, there's no way you could pull that off. But you could do that in a residential house or like in a building that has scaffolding. Like they pulled this off because there's no record because these guys have day laborers, so they don't know if it's this person, that person. A lot of these people may use fake names and get paid cash, so they don't know who the fuck was on the job site that day because there's no accountability for who was there when. You know.
Ooh, I wanted to see this.
But if you do see somebody just laying by a job site, they might be whatever. Yeah, this is nuts.
You sent me this. I didn't see this. I did not watch this yet. I saw the title. It's AI robot sees itself in the mirror for the first time. That is fucking creepy.
It's just testing out its face.
What are these comments? Welcome to the "this isn't going to end well" era.
Yo, it definitely looks like. Doesn't the chest look Terminator-ish?
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of like the whole thing with like AI robots is that they don't move like a human does yet. You know, like they may have like the facial expressions to mimic, and then super fast like intelligence gathering. You know what I mean? But even the way that it touched that, I mean, it's just.
The emotions I keep seeing it that feels or expresses.
I know, yeah, it does a lot. There's a lot of points of articulation, and it looks like it has muscles underneath the skin. But does it see through its eyes, or does it see through something else, like that thing on its that Iron Man thing on its chest, or is that just a speaker?
I don't know. It's a very good question. Because that looks like it could be.
It's like RoboCop. Do you ever see that scene in RoboCop where RoboCop looks at himself for the first time in the mirror?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like its initial reaction was to test out all of its facial expressions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do I look like? Vanity. Like, that was a display of vanity, was it not? Was that not an immediate, like, that robot immediately displayed, like, I mean, it is curiosity, maybe, also. But it became vain right away when it realized what it could do. And, like, oh, let me test all this shit out. Like I like, but it doesn't say anything is what bugged me out, right? Wouldn't you expect it to be like, oh, is this me? Am I in this reflection? Interesting. Let me see how my face looks when I make a sad face, an angry face, a surprised face.
Let me see what your face looks when I crush it.
That escalated very quickly, but yes, that would be like next, right?
I feel like we've seen movies about this.
It is freaky. No, that is freaky. It's very eerily reminiscent to Terminator. I mean, that whole upper like that, you know, torso is Terminator-ish.
Moving on.
Like,
that shit's stressing me out. Right, share this.
I made you nervous. This is not going to make you nervous?
No, this is fucking cool. Listen, he's in a train car. That wind is not knocking over the train car.
Know about that.
Should we get away from the windows?
Yeah, you probably should get away from the windows. Jesus Christ, guys. It's a fucking tornado.
I don't know why they don't have more cover.
Take the cover.
Holy
That's on
shit.
top of them. That's on top of them.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I was doing.
Right over us.
Right? Hold on. Sorry, I'm scratching my balls. Holy shit. It's a dude show. We could say shit like that.
Yeah.
What's the best time to scratch your balls other than watching a fucking tornado go over someone in a train car? Oh, glass just cracked. Yeah, man.
I don't know what
Our window
for them to go.
on the thing.
You don't know why what?
There's not like another spot for them to go. Like there's not another like
You
cabin
can't just back up the. Oh well, yeah, maybe that would have been smart.
away from the grass. Yeah.
Shattered my window. Yeah. Oh, it's a double pane window. We're in emergency.
A double pane window.
Car over. Let me see.
It derailed 31 cars. Holy shit.
Yes, it's not gonna knock the crazy off. Like I don't know about that.
We got trees and everything else behind us. Yeah.
Yeah, but see, the engine's the heaviest part. That's why they didn't flip.
Yes, yeah. It was like probably empty container cars, or you know what I mean, or like you ever see those fucking freight train cars and they have like those funnel fucking tanks?
A funnel fucking tank? I don't know about that.
You know, it looks like it has udders on the bottom of it. I don't know what they carry in that shit. Maybe liquid shit. Oh, this made me laugh.
Ooh, wow. Wow.
Bop, 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 city bop. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, city bop.
Wow. Wow.
Like a good.
Wow. That was incredible.
Yeah.
So
it had me laughing for. I watched that a few times.
send this to your friend Mike. What's it saying? Fuck you, Mike.
Fuck you, Mike. Fuck you, Mike.
Wow. How do I fix this?
It's got a little like ring to it. It's got a little like ring to it. Wednesdays and Sundays at 9:30, dipshits. It's got a little like ring to it.